Today I'm going to try to put together a new desk for my office. This old stand-up desk was made by Flexispot and has been fantastic, so I ordered a new larger L-shaped one from them and I'm excited to put it together. Putting together this old Flexispot stand-up desk was actually one of the first YouTube videos I ever made. Back then I had some good help, but the problem is today he's going swimming with his cousins, so I'm going to have to build this all by myself. I got a space cleared out and the new desk arrived, so now let's start putting this thing together. When you cut these open, make sure you have a good knife and be careful not to cut the desk materials. Everything inside the box was safely packaged so there's no damage, and all the materials are pretty clearly marked, which is a huge help. At first glance, the instructions don't look too difficult, but it also clearly states that I need to put it together with someone else, so we're not off to the best start. A couple interesting notes is that the desk can lift up to 220 pounds and can go as high as 45 inches, which is great. It looks like I have all the parts, so let's get started. I'm going to get all the parts organized, then I'll grab the leg that starts in the corner. I'm going to put on the support bracket on this leg, then I'll flip it over and put on the feet. As I move all the parts around, I'm going to be careful not to hit the metal pieces together, that way I won't scratch the paint. I got the feet on all the legs, so now I'm going to grab this support beam, then I'll lock it down tight and then I'll connect it to the other legs. Once the support beams are in place, I can start making some good progress. To make sure everything's in the right location, Flexispot has these little bumps that you can lock in, and it makes aligning things a lot easier. Thanks, Flexispot. The legs are connected together, so now I need to adjust the width of the beams. To align with the holes on the tabletop, the longer section legs are going to be 51 3/4 inches apart, where the shorter section will be 38 inches apart. After I have the legs set to the right width, I'm going to connect the two transmission rods, then tighten everything down. The transmission rods are set in place, so now I'm going to connect the tabletop supports. There's 3 of these, one for each leg, and I'll want to make sure to get them good and tight so the tabletop doesn't wiggle. Before I put on the tabletop, I need to add this additional support beam. I'll tighten it down later. Now I'm going to grab the tabletop. After I got the tabletop out and saw where the holes are for the screws, I realized I needed to adjust the smaller section so that it would line correctly. If you have to make adjustments like I did, make sure you loosen the transmission rod, or else it could break. Also add this little clip which holds up the power supply. After a couple adjustments, I now can line up the screws to the holes on the tabletop. Once they're lined up, I can use a screwdriver to tighten them down. With that tightened down, I'm now going to use these joiner plugs to connect to the other tabletop. And again, I'll make sure to line up all the holes and make any adjustments if needed. So now it's time to test our work, and it fits perfectly square. To strengthen the connection of the two tabletops, I'm going to add these little plates. These easily screw into the pre-drilled holes. Now I need to square up that support beam that we previously put in place. So I'll use a drill to make a hole, then I'll screw it down. If there's any holes on the sides, I'll use these plugs to fill them in. So after rolling around on the ground for a minute, I'm now ready to connect the power supply. In the corner of the tabletops, there's some pre-drilled holes that I'll connect to, and I'll just use a screwdriver to tighten it down. Next, I'll disconnect the cable and plug it into the back of the control panel. Finally, I'm going to grab these little G-screws and plastic covers and install them to the pre-drilled holes around the support beams. These little covers are there to protect people or any of the cables from getting tangled up in the transmission rods as they're spinning. With the covers in place, I'm going to grab this plastic piece and install that power supply. Now I'm going to plug it in and test how it's working. After a second, it lights up and the numbers tell me how tall the desk is. And I can adjust it by pushing the arrows up and down. I'm going to raise up the desk so I can more easily work under it. Then I'll grab some painter's tape and a power brick, and I'll mark out 2 tiny holes. I'm going to use this tape as a template to drill in 2 screws to hold up the power supply. I'm going to be careful not to drill through the desk. These tabletops are great from Flexispot because there's a lot of things that you can add to them to help with cable management and power supply. I'll make a couple shorts on some of the things that I've used. Alright, the desk is almost all set up, so now I'm going to test out a couple features. For example, I learned that if you hold down the button, it will assign the current height to it. So if I want the desk to always go to a certain height, I just hold down the button, and the desk will automatically lower or raise to it. The desk moves very smoothly with about 25 pounds on it currently, so I added an additional 90 pounds to see how it does, and it went up and down perfectly. There was no variance in the speed of the motor as it went up or down. So in summary, I'm very happy to have this desk, and it's a huge improvement to the setup that I had earlier. It's a lot more clean and functional, looks great, and I'm able to get a lot more work done. I'll have the desk and everything linked below, so if this video helped you, please go out and help someone else. Thanks for watching.